I get so many questions from girls about brows. What products do I use? How do I do it? What is the deal? I don't want to look like a clown. I'll look like a clown. I tried it once and I felt like a clown. I gotcha. I understand. I was there once too. First of all, clean them up. Okay, girls, clean them up. You need to get rid of your sparse hairs that are down here coming down onto the eyelid. Either go get them waxed, pluck them, do something. We got brow stencils that will help determine that shape, and so you'll know where to pluck. But whatever you do, start with a cleaned up brow. Okay? One of the first questions I get is, if I'm gonna go to all this work, how do I keep my brows from rubbing off throughout the day? Now, most of our products are long lasting and they do not come off with just daily wear. But if you're someone who touches your face a lot throughout the day, you may not know it, but a lot of girls just tend to kind of give yourself a good rub kind of in your face, like, oh, that stressed out rub, you know what I mean? If you tend to do that, I've got a couple products that'll help you keep those brows in place throughout the day. One is our Glorious Primer. When you're putting this on your face, just go ahead and give a nice rub over your brow while you're rubbing it on your face. And this will help keep those brows in place. Another thing that we have is in our brow palette, there is a brow wax. So this little pan right here is just a tinted wax. Is used to kind of hold unruly brows in place, but at the same time you can put it on before your brow color, and it really helps pull that color onto the skin underneath the hair where it really does belong, because we are coloring the skin under the brow if you want a long-lasting brow. If you're just doing the hairs, the brow tends not to last as long, but it still gives you color and works out fine. So 2 products to help brows stay on longer: the Glorious Primer and the brow wax as part of the palette. So what kind of things can you use to enhance those brows, help frame your face, give you a more youthful look? I've got a few things for you. Whether it's something you can dig out of the bottom of your drawer that came from a dime store, or something that I've got for you, top of the line products, there is something that's gonna work for you. First off, something I used in the very beginning, before my company even had brow products, was a pigment, or AKA eyeshadow. So a loose eyeshadow works just as well. Again, you're just gonna use a nice narrowed brush, dabbing it in your shadow, either wet or dry, and just brushing it on under the hair of the brow to color in that area. Shadow works wonders, and it's cheap, it's easy, it's a versatile product. If it's something you're interested in, go for it. Either a pigment or a pressed shadow is fine. We also have a cream shadow that will work wonders as well. Again, just like the regular shadow, you're just gonna use a brush and apply it like that. A brow pencil can be a little more intimidating, but using it correctly, it will give you a great, precise look. Now, this brow pencil comes with a spoolie end on it there, a nice little brush to help blend and shape the brow, as well as our pencil is very, very small and kind of mimics the same shape as a hair follicle. When you apply a pencil like this, you want to use a flicking motion, and again, you're coloring the area under the hair. So it gives a nice light. Again, light. You start light and you go heavy. Always start light, and then you can continue to add more color. That is how we prevent getting the clown brow. So as you're flicking up and in the direction of the hair growth, you're gonna have the best results. When you come across here on the top, you're gonna flick down, and then from the bottom up, flicking up, and the tail end down. Now, if you're having a really hard time shaping your brows, here is my quick tips. You're gonna start the brow where the pencil meets the outer portion of the nose. See that? So you can even put like a little dot right here if you're really concerned. So that's like your first point. And then your second point is going to be from the outer corner of the nose through the pupil to the arch of the brow. So wherever that is, you're gonna make a little mark there. So we're gonna play connect the dots. The last point, and where you want your brow tail to end, is from the outer corner of the nose to the outer corner of the eye and right there. That is where the natural brow shape will end. Now you've got your 3 dots and you can literally connect them and make your shape from there. Last but not least, the brow palette. We have 3 shades of these for blonde, brunette, and dark haired or dark brunette. So it comes with a wax, 2 highlighting shades for underbrow, overbrow to help really give good definition, as well as the 2 shades of brow pigment to really give the nice definition. Why are there 2 shades? Because normally your hair is not just one color, and we want to give good definition and good depth to that brow. So I will start with some brow wax or just finish with brow wax. It's kind of completely up to you and the look you're looking for. Like I said in the beginning, if you're looking for your brow to stay all day, if you're going to be challenging it, say going swimming or sweating, that kind of thing, go ahead and use some brow wax. And you can just apply that with any kind of a brush. Our Brow Artist brush, I will say, is a must-have. And especially if you're getting the palette or any shadows, this is a must-have. This is gorgeous, the way that the brush is angled here, and it's very, very precise and fine. So it really helps give good shape without being overwhelming to the brow. So I'm gonna first just apply some brow wax. Just because I got a couple guys that like to really just tell me where they want to go, but I'm going to tell them where they want to go. So just rubbing a little brow wax on there. Then as I apply the brow powder, I'm just getting the edge of, just tapping the edge of the brush. And I don't want too much right off the bat. And I'm going to start in the darkest portion of my brow, right in the middle here, and very, very lightly, I'm just moving my brush in the direction of the hair growth. Again, if you want to make those 3 points on your brow to help you guide you through the shaping of it, go for it. Starting really light with a light hand, and you can always go heavier. I'm going to put the lighter shade on the inner portion of my brow here, because believe it or not, we can make our eyes look more wide set, more narrow set with our brows. So obviously the longer or the wider this area is here, the more wide set my eyes are. If I were to bring my brows closer together, I'm going to look like I have a more narrow set eyes. And you want the inner portion of the brow to be a little softer than the outer portion. See already the difference that just one brow can give, that dimension and just finished framed face. Ooh, I like that. Finished framed face. There. Brow, no brow. See the difference? So I'll just finish that other side up here. And that is your brows. So recap real quick, brow palette with the Brow Artist brush. You can use a pencil or good old-fashioned shadows. I hope this helps you girls, and if you have any questions at all, you know where to find me. Thanks and have a kick-lash day.